So when we talk about a straight line, definitely it's a straight line, means going horizontally straight, going vertically straight, inclined like this. So when we talk about a straight line, basically we are talking about an equation with degree 1. That's very important. So if I write one equation here, say x squared plus 2 equal to say 9x. If I write one more equation here, 2x plus 3y equal to 7. So what's the difference between these two equations? We need to understand the meaning of degree. When we talk about degree means the highest power. What's the highest power? Power means exponent. What is the highest exponent to the variable? Exponent. In this equation, x is here, x is here. Here exponent to x is 1, and here exponent is 2, right? So highest is 2. That means degree of this equation is 2. That's it. Now, if you talk about second equation now, we have two variables here, no problem. But we look the power. Power is 1, power is 1. X raised to power is 1, y raised to power is 1. So the highest exponent to any of the variable is 1. That means degree of this equation is 1. So that's the definition of straight line. Straight line is any equation with degree 1. Why you need to know this thing? Because the question we were talking about here on this side, this questions you need to have understanding of straight line. What is the equation of straight line? So you're gonna know about equation of straight line in the standard form, which is y equals mx plus c. What is m and c? I explained you with a certain diagram here, small diagram here. See, I draw axis here, this and that. Suppose this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and where they intersect, this is called as origin. Origin has coordinates 0 and 0, right? So when we talk about y equal to mx plus c as an equation of straight line, short form straight line, st means straight line. Here c is a point on the y-axis. You have to locate this point c on the y-axis. It can be positive over here, it can be negative over here, it can be 0. It doesn't matter. So you locate this point c. Suppose in my case this point c is positive and it is somewhere here. So this c point here means this will be a point with coordinates 0 and c, because this point is on the y-axis. Basically this length is c. So this c is called as y-intercept. You have to find this c on the y-axis. First step. So then afterward, m is called as magnitude of the gradient or the gradient of the straight line. Simple words. Gradient is given by rise divided by run, rise over run. Suppose in this example my m is 3 by 2. Suppose m is 3 by 2. If m is 3 by 2, I match up here 3 by 2. So rise is 3, run is 2. What I will do? I will start from that y-intercept. I got already one y-intercept. This y-intercept will be on the straight line. whose equation I'm talking about. Okay, suppose this C is 3. Okay, y-intercept is 3. Suppose this point is 0, 3. 0, 3. So that means this length is 3. Now I know that gradient of this line is 3 by 2, and this is rise, this is run. From this y-intercept point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run 2 points. One more thing, students. If this thing is positive, it means run is rightward. If it is positive, if the run thing is negative, round number is negative, that means you're gonna move leftward. Likewise, if the rise is positive, the upper number, you're gonna move upward vertically, and if y is negative, you're gonna move down vertically. Okay, so my run is 2 in this case. Suppose 2 is up till here, here. I move 2 points rightward and stop there. Run is done. After that, rise is 3. From this point where I stop in the run, I will rise 3 points up. Suppose this is 1, 2, and 3. You can match up with the y-axis. Suppose this is 3 up. So this must be 6 basically. This point is 0, 6. So when I stop here, students, I got one more point on the straight line. So keep it in mind, to draw any straight line, you need only 2 points. You don't need to look at the third point. If you got 2 points on a straight line, you can draw that straight line on the graph paper, on the grid paper. So here in this case, I got 2 points, right? One point is here, second point is here. This point was y-intercept, and that point I got by run 2, rise 3. So I got 2 points now. I'm gonna link these 2 points. So what I can do, I join these 2 points and extend this side and extend this side. That's it. So this is my straight line. So this straight line I draw from an equation which is y equal to m. I took m 3 by 2 x plus c, and c I took as 3. This one 3. So that's all about the theory. If you understand this basic thing, we can do one question from the checkpoint worksheet. So there's always one question on straight line, whether draw the straight line. You are given the equation of straight line, you draw on the grid paper, or you are given a straight line on the grid paper, you have to find equation of straight line, or you have to solve 2 equations simultaneously graphically. Means look at the straight lines graph on the grid paper and try to solve these 2 equations simultaneously. So when we talk about simultaneous equation solution, we are trying to find out point of intersection. So that for that, if the equations are given, if the graph is given, straight lines are given in the graph paper, we can find the intersection point, like one is here, second is here, right? Or if you're given the blank grid paper and we are given equations like this, we can draw the equation, or we can draw the graph of the line the way I taught you already here, how to draw here. So we can draw the line from the equation. Now here in this case, let's read the question. The lines with equations 2y plus x, 2y equal to x plus 4, this is one line, 2y equal to x plus 8, and 2x plus y equal to 10. We are given 3 lines and these are the 3 equations. We don't know which equation belongs to which line on the grid paper. Means which line has what equation, we don't know actually. So the first step before we do A part is to recognize the lines. Which line belongs to which equation? So for that, very simple, you need to make the line equation in the standard form here. I tell you, equation of straight line is y equal to mx plus c. M stands for the gradient. M stands for the gradient. I can write here, M stands for the gradient and C stands for the y-intercept. Go back that page now. So I'm gonna solve over here in this small space. My target is to write equation in this form. I write here y equals mx plus c. So I start with the first line, this equation, first equation. So target is to make y as subject. When I say y as subject, in simple words, you have to keep y on the one side alone and move all stuff on the other side. Now it's quite simple. I got 2y here. I need to keep y on one side. So that means I have to move 2 on the other side. So what I do here, if I divide this side by 2, I'm done. So these 2 cancel with the lower 2. I get here y equals x plus 4 by 2 means x by 2, which is half x, 1 by 2x, plus 4 by 2 means cancellation, 4 by 2 is 2. So this is equation. So equation 1 was 2y plus equal to x plus 4. I changed it into standard form, y equal half x plus 2. Here half, this number half is this is m, this is c. C is 2, m is half. So gradient of this line is 1 by 2 and y-intercept is 2. So in the same way, I can do the other lines also. This second line now, this is 2y equal to x plus 8. The same way, I need to divide both sides by 2 here. If I divide by 2, 2 cancel on the left side, we get y equals x by 2 means half x. So the same gradient like the previous line, but 8 by 2 is 4. Y-intercept is different from the previous line. So again, gradient is half, y-intercept is 4. Likewise, I need to transform this equation into standard form, like this form. What I'm gonna do, change color first. I need to keep y alone on the one side, so I need to move this positive 2x. What I can do, I write minus 2x on this side, I write minus 2x on the right side. Afterward, this positive 2x and negative 2x cancelled. I left y here. So I write here y equals 10 minus 2x. 10 minus 2x, I can write minus 2x plus 10 because 10 is a constant. It should be behind the term with the variable x. So I just switched these two terms. It was 10 minus 2x. I wrote like minus 2x plus 10. And I make the box here. So now you can see all these 3 equations. This is first, this is second, and this is third. All these 3 equations now in the standard form. I easily can find which equation has which graph on the grid paper. Very simple. First of all, you look at the y-intercept 2 and try to find in the grid paper where is y equal to 2. Very simple. This is y equal to 2. And because all these 3 equations have different intercepts, first equation 2, second equation 4, third equation 10, it's done. So when I say y-intercept is 2, this line, so this line is the graph of this equation number 1. I write here this equation number 1. I write here number 1. So this is graph of equation 1, which was 2y equal to x plus 4, this one, and I changed it into y equal to half x plus 2 in this form. Okay. Likewise, in the second equation, look at the y-intercept here. Here y-intercept is positive 4 plus 4. Look for the 4 on the y-axis. 4 is here. So that means the second equation, which was 2y equal to x plus 8, I changed it into y equal to half x plus 4. This second equation is nothing but here. This one is second equation. Look for the third equation, students. Now here, third equation. Third equation is y equal to minus 2x plus 10. That means the y-intercept is 10. Go to the y-axis, locate the point 10 here. I would find here, this is 10. So this line which is going down is the third line, right? So third equation has this graph. Now it is crystal clear, right? First one, this graph of first equation, this graph of second equation, and the moving down graph is of the third equation. After recognizing the graph, it's quite easy. We can find solution to the A part. What he was asking in A part, look at here again. In A part, he's saying use the graph to solve these simultaneous equations. Means we have to find a joint solution of these two equations. We have to solve them simultaneously, this equation and this equation. What are these equations? First of all, 2x plus y equal to 10. 2x plus y equal to 10 is third equation. So this is our third equation on the graph paper. 2y equal to x plus 4. 2y equal to x plus 4 is the first equation on the graph paper. I write here first, I write here third. Now everything is done on the graph paper. To solve these equations simultaneously, we don't need to do by algebraic method, elimination or substitution. If you do, it will be wrong because he's asking use the graph. We have to use this graph to find the solution. So please don't solve by elimination or substitution or the combined method. What we need to do? Point of intersection. I told you earlier, point of intersection will be the combined solution of these two simultaneous equations. So equation 1 and 3. So look at the graph 1 and 3 here. 1 and 3. We know that this is graph 1, this is graph 3, and their point of intersection is this one. So zoom in to look for the point of intersection. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 boxes equal to 2. That means one box equal to 3. 10 boxes is equal to 2. That means one box is equal to 2 by 10, 0.2. So this point, if I move down here slowly and stop here, what is the reading? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 0.2 is 1.2 plus 2 is 3.2. Or you can count like this step by step. 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 3.0, 3.2, adding 0.2 with each box moving on. So the x value for this point is 3.2, comma. Now let's look for the y value. I will project this point on the y-axis, move slow, stop here. So I stop here. On the y-axis, the scale is same. We have 10 boxes is equal to 2. So one box is equal to 0.2. Now count here. This is 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 3.0, 3.2, 3.4, 3.6. So this is 3.6. I write here 3.6, 3.8 and 4. So this y value is basically 3.6. So we got the point of intersection, which is the solution of these two equations. We call this as simultaneous solution or solution of simultaneous equation. So what is solution now? Solution is 3.2. You can write like this: 3.2 comma 3.6, or you can write like this: x equals 3.2 and y equal 3.6. So A part is done. Okay, I hope you guys understand A part. This is done. I take it now. B part, draw the line 2x plus y equal to 6, which is none of all these three lines. It's a different line, right? So this is different line. We have to draw the graph of this line on the same grid paper. So see, draw the line on the grid paper. Very simple, students. The technique I teach you, we need to write in the form y equals mx plus c. If we write it in this form, y equals mx plus c, what I will get here, I need to take minus 2x on this side, minus 2x on this side. That will cancel this 2x here. We left with y equals 6 minus 2x. Switch the terms, get here minus 2x plus 6. Clear? So we got y equal to minus 2x plus 6. If you match up this equation with common equation, general equation, y equal to minus 2x plus 6, sorry, y equal mx plus c, you can see here what is the gradient of this line and what's the y-intercept, okay? So gradient of this line is minus 2 and the y-intercept of this line is 6. Again, student, clearly, okay? I changed that equation into standard form. I got like this, y equal to minus 2x plus 6. Then I start matching up with the standard or the general equation of line y equal to mx plus c. So m is 6, m is minus 2, c is 6. So gradient of the line which I have to draw on the grid paper, gradient is minus 2, y-intercept is 6. Suppose I call this line as fourth line here. So let's draw the fourth line there in the grid paper. I write equation here for you guys again. Y equals minus 2x plus 6, minus 2x plus 6. So quite simple. This is the fourth equation whose graph we have to draw it on the grid paper. Here m is minus 2. So m is equal to minus 2 by 1. And c is equal to 6. So you try to find first y-intercept. The first step is, don't look at the gradient. Look at the y-intercept on the y-axis. So y-intercept is 6. On the y-axis, this point is 6. I just mark this point here. This is 6. Now starting from the y-intercept, I will use the gradient to find one more point. I told you, to draw a straight line, you need only 2 points, not third point needed. Only 2 points needed, okay? 1 point y-intercept already have. We'll find the second point by moving along with the gradient, okay? So as you guys know that gradient is rise by run. So run is 1. I will follow run from the y-intercept, then I go to rise. Keep it in mind that run is positive number here, plus 1. So I will move rightward. And the rise is a negative number here. So I will not move up. I will go vertically down. Okay. So first I will move run 1 unit. So from 6, 1 unit means go the halfway. See here, careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 is somewhere here. If I write 1 is here, 6, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Okay, clear. So this is 1. 1 is on the halfway. Again, I count with you slowly. This is 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.6, 0 0.8, and this is 1.0. So this is 1 point, and I move with this point because I have to reach up till 6. So this point is, if I move, I guess this one will be here. So 1 is here. So my run was 1. So from y-intercept, I will run in the positive direction because my run is positive. I will move rightward, move, and I stop at this point. Then students, rise is -2. -2 means I will gonna move down. So it is at 6. I'm gonna move down up till 4. That's quite simple. So I'm gonna move down. Why down? Because y is negative. I will move down and stop at 4. Okay? Like this. So when I stop here, I got the second point, students. I had the first point. I got the second point. I will use my ruler to draw the line. Quite simple. Let's change color to green and draw the green line. So I just need to join these 2 points, this with this, and extend it. Okay, we need to move this one a little bit this side. Okay, it's done, guys. So this green line is the fourth line we draw here. So B part is done. So again, the B part was to draw the line 2x plus y equals 6. I changed it into intercept form, into the standard form, and I explained your technique here clearly, starting with the y-intercept, going with the run and the rise. Then I got other point. I take a ruler and I join these 2 points and extend them. So this is the equation. Alright guys, so this is very important topic of checkpoint. Don't do any mistake. If you have still any problem, contact me, I'm gonna help you.